Fundamentals of Meditation by Lucian. Children, age 1, earning jobs in protection in jobs 3 and 4. 21. I prepared to eat the fatty acids, which the body does not produce. I did this by eating raspberry jam on buttered toast. First, I put a knife in the jar. Second, I spread it all around the buttered toast. Third, I tasted it. In this way, I prepared to eat the fatty acids, which the body does not produce by eating raspberry jam on buttered toast. 22. I prepared to build a lipid membrane. I did this by eating the toasted raspberry grape. First, I crushed the raspberry on a plate. Second, I placed the raspberry's aggregate parts on the grape. Third, I toasted and ate it. In this way, I prepared to build a lipid membrane by eating the toasted raspberry grape. 23. I prepared to make an exhibition. I did this by making an X, Y and Z object. First, I cut out 6 squares. Second, I made a cube from these squares. Third, I placed masking tape along each edge of this cube. In this way, I prepared to make an exhibition by making an X, Y and Z object. 24. I prepared to watch the insect eat a fruit. I did this by feeding it the raspberry. First, I lifted the raspberry on a fork. Second, I placed it in the airlock. Third, I unlocked the airlock's den side to feed the raspberry to the mosquitoes. In this way, I prepared to watch the insect eat a fruit by feeding it the raspberry. 25. I prepared to feed the bird the watermelon on Earth because he needed gravity to swallow because it didn't have peristaltic ability. I did this by cutting the watermelon into smaller pieces. First, I used a razor blade to cut the first cube of watermelon. Second, I prepared to cut the next cube of watermelon. Third, I repeated this until the watermelon had been cut into cubes. In this way, I prepared to feed the bird the watermelon on Earth by cutting the watermelon into smaller pieces. 26. I prepared to erase the animal-human divide in the issue life that the pedagogy meditation discussion brought up. I did this by helping the animal lick the water bowl. First, I made the water bowl available. Second, I waited several hours until our dog had drunk the water. Third, I refreshed the water in the water bowl. In this way, I prepared to erase the animal-human divide by helping the animal lick the water bowl. 27. I prepared to support human rights. I did this by marching in the pro-gay march. First, I was pro-gay like the pro-women's liberation people were. Second, I was walking in the rally. Third, I recommended a single partner like liturgical Christianity. In this way, I prepared to support human rights by marching in the pro-gay march. 28. I prepared to recommend homosexuals to Jesus. I did this by cooking the watermelon in the pan. First, I wrote a letter. Second, I made it neat. Third, I posted it. In this way, I prepared to recommend homosexuals to Jesus by cooking the watermelon in the pan. 29. I prepared to hit the ball. I did this by scooping the ball. First, I picked up the ball. Second, I put it in the lacrosse stick. Third, I walked forward. In this way, I prepared to hit the ball by scooping the ball. 30. I prepared to love the Exolec encounter. I did this by correcting myself and becoming a lecturer. First, I corrected a mistake in life. Second, I became a lecturer. Third, I committed myself to research projects. In this way, I prepared to love the Exolec encounter by correcting myself and becoming a lecturer.